Have you ever noticed little changes in your body and wondered if they're just part of getting older or something else entirely? As men get older, certain physical signs start to show up. Some are easy to spot, some are tiny, and one you might even smell before you see it. These changes aren't random. They're clear signs of how your body is changing over time. In this guide, we're going to look at 4 key signs of aging in older men. 1 about smell, 2 that get bigger, and 1 that gets smaller. Some of these changes happen slowly, while others might surprise you when you look in the mirror one day. How many of these signs do you recognize in yourself? Stick around until the end, because you might find an explanation for something you've noticed, but never fully understood. By the time we finish, you'll have a better idea of what's happening to your body and what you can do about it. Let's dive in. 1. The unique smell of getting older. There's a certain smell that often comes with age. If you've ever been to a retirement home, you might have noticed it. This isn't about not being clean or using too much cologne. It's something deeper, happening right down to your cells. As men get older, their skin goes through chemical changes that create a substance called non-enol. This scent, which some people don't notice but others clearly do, forms when fats in the skin break down due to stress on the body's cells. It's often described as a bit grassy, waxy, or even stale. The tricky thing about non-enol is that it doesn't wash off easily with regular sweat and oils. Unlike common body odors, which come from bacteria breaking down sweat, non-enol sticks to clothes, stays on the skin, and is hard to remove with normal soaps. This is why some men still notice the smell even after a shower. While younger skin naturally renews itself and washes away extra oil, older skin holds onto more of these broken down fats, making the scent stronger over time. Take Michael, a 74-year-old retired architect. He started to notice that his shirts seemed to hold on to a certain smell, even after washing. His granddaughter once told him, "Grandpa, you smell like books and old wood." A pretty common way people describe this smell. At first, he thought it was his cologne or laundry soap, but when switching products didn't help, he realized his skin itself had a new scent. He wasn't alone. Studies show that people over 40 start making small amounts of non-enol, but by the time men are in their 70s, it becomes much more noticeable. Here's the good news. While you can't stop your body from making non-enol, you can lessen how much builds up. Some soaps, especially those made to remove extra oils, are better at getting rid of non-enol than regular body washes. Foods rich in antioxidants, like green tea, citrus fruits, and leafy greens, might also help reduce cell stress and slow down the process. And because non-enol clings to fabrics, washing clothes with baking soda or using special odor-neutralizing sprays for older skin can make a big difference. So if you've ever wondered why your scent has changed over the years, now you know. It's not in your head, and it's not just about being clean. It's a natural part of aging that almost every older man goes through. 2. A bigger belly that won't go away. A growing belly is one of the most common signs of aging in men. It's not just about eating too much or not exercising enough. As men get older, their metabolism naturally slows down, they lose muscle, and hormone changes make it easier to store fat, especially around the middle. You might have noticed that even if you eat the same way you did in your 40s or 50s, your waistline keeps getting bigger. This is partly because testosterone levels drop over time, making it harder for your body to keep lean muscle. Since muscle burns more calories than fat, this change means your body burns calories slower, so extra calories turn into belly fat much more easily than before. For some men, this isn't just about how they look, it's about how they feel. Maybe shirts fit tighter, bending over is harder, or carrying extra weight makes moving less comfortable. Think about Edward, a 76-year-old who was always thin when he was younger. Even though his diet hadn't changed much, he suddenly noticed his belly sticking out more while his arms and legs looked thinner. He blamed it on age at first, but he didn't realize his body was moving fat around, storing more in his belly while losing muscle in his arms and legs. This problem isn't just about looks. Studies show that extra belly fat in older men raises the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and even problems with thinking and memory. Unlike fat stored in other parts of the body, belly fat is more active. It releases chemicals that can cause swelling and affect everything from blood pressure to brain health. That's why men with a larger waist in their 70s and 80s often feel more tired, have joint pain, and even sleep problems. So what can you do? First, strength training, like lifting weights, is one of the best ways to fight muscle loss and keep your metabolism from slowing down too much. Second, eating enough protein helps keep your muscles strong and makes you feel full longer, which makes managing your weight easier. Third, staying away from processed foods and added sugars can help control your blood sugar and stop more fat from building up. While gaining some belly fat is a natural part of aging, letting it grow too much can lead to serious health issues. If your middle section has grown despite your usual diet and exercise, it's not your imagination. It's your body adjusting to the natural hormone changes of aging. If you're finding this helpful, let us know by typing number 2 in the comments. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss our future videos. Your support helps us create more content to help and inspire you. Let's continue. 3. The puzzle of growing ears. You might not notice it right away, but your ears actually keep getting bigger as you age. Unlike muscles that shrink or fat that moves around, your ears continue to grow even when you're older, and it's not just a trick of the eye. This happens because cartilage, the bendy stuff that makes up most of your outer ear, keeps growing throughout your life. At the same time, gravity pulls your ears down, stretching them over the years and making them look even larger. If you've ever looked at an old photo and thought, "My ears weren't this big before," you're right. Studies have shown that ears grow by about 0.22 millimeters each year. This means that by the time a man is in his 70s or 80s, his ears can be noticeably larger than they were when he was young. The change might not be huge from year to year, but over many decades, it really adds up. Just ask Arthur, a 78-year-old retired teacher. He always had ears that fit his face well when he was younger. But one day, after looking at an old wedding photo, he was shocked to see how much they had changed. His ears weren't just bigger. They looked longer and hung lower. Plus, he noticed that his earlobes, which used to be firm and round, had become thinner and stretched out, making his ears seem even larger. This is something almost every older man experiences, but very few talk about. Unlike other body parts, cartilage doesn't stop growing, and the skin around it loses its stretchiness, causing ears to get longer over time. While this change isn't a medical problem, it does change how you look, and for some men, it can make them feel self-conscious. So what can you do? While you can't completely stop cartilage from growing, keeping your skin stretchy by drinking enough water, eating foods that boost collagen, a protein that helps skin, and protecting your skin from too much sun might help slow down the drooping. And if your earlobes look thinner or wrinkled, using moisturizer and skin products rich in vitamins can help keep their texture over time. In the end, growing ears are just a part of aging, like wrinkles or gray hair. It's not a sign of poor health. It's just nature's way of making sure you can still hear the world around you. The shrinking calves. As men age, one of the most noticeable changes happens in the legs, specifically the calves. You might have looked down one day and realized that your strong calves don't have the same shape or size they used to. This isn't just about losing weight. It's a common sign of aging called muscle atrophy, where your muscle mass slowly goes down over time. This change happens for a few reasons. First, as levels of testosterone and growth hormone drop, your body naturally loses muscle faster than it can rebuild it. Second, many older men become less active without even realizing it. Even if you still walk every day, you might not be working your calf muscles the way you used to, especially if you no longer run, jump, or lift heavy things. Third, your blood circulation changes, leading to less blood flow in your legs, which can make muscle loss even worse. Consider Daniel, a 75-year-old who spent most of his career on his feet. He always had strong, well-defined calves. But in his late 60s, he noticed they were getting thinner and weaker. Even simple things like climbing stairs or standing up from a chair without using his hands felt harder. He blamed it on aging, but the truth was that his muscles were shrinking because he was less active and his hormones were changing. Losing muscle in your calves isn't just about how they look. It has real effects. Weak calves can make you lose your balance, increase your risk of falling, and even make you walk slower. Studies have shown that men with less calf muscle often have more trouble moving around as they get older, making daily tasks harder. That's why keeping your lower body strong is one of the biggest factors in staying independent as you age. The good news is that you can slow down muscle loss and even gain some back with the right exercises. Simple activities like calf raises, using resistance bands, and even brisk walking on an incline can help rebuild muscle and improve blood flow. And don't forget about protein intake. Eating enough lean meats, eggs, or plant-based protein can help your muscles stay strong and recover. So if you've noticed your calves looking thinner or feeling weaker, don't ignore it. This is one of those aging signs that you can improve with effort, and taking action now can help keep you strong and moving well for years to come. If you're still watching and finding this helpful, let us know by typing number 4 in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I suggest you do and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. Your support helps us keep creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's wrap up. Final thoughts. Now that we've talked about these 4 subtle but clear signs of aging in men, take a moment to think about how many of them you've noticed in yourself or others. Aging is a journey, and while some changes are unavoidable, understanding them gives you the power to take better care of yourself. Whether it's staying active to keep your muscles strong, paying attention to skin changes, or simply making small changes to your daily routine, these little efforts can really help you age with confidence and energy. Aging isn't something to be afraid of, it's something to welcome. With the right mindset and habits, every wrinkle, every shift in your body, and even the subtle scent of time tells a story of experience, strength, and wisdom. Instead of worrying about these changes, focus on what you can do to stay healthy, strong, and feeling like your best self. So what stood out to you the most? Have you noticed any of these signs in yourself? Or are there others you've seen that we didn't mention here? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so please share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep making good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.